How is everybody doing? This is the Late Show with your favorite ESTJ, Blake. And, of course, what's a late show with a bunch of creepy homies? No, we're not going to be creepy here. What we're going to be doing is basically Tony came to me a couple hours ago talking about how he needs some help writing out his goals, That thing to do. It's good to reach out to people and find people who are going to hold you accountable to what you say you're going to do. So I was trying
Dude,
to
if you
find my
do
people.
everything by yourself, you're gonna remain isolated forever, and it's gonna be like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Like, it's just gonna be depressing. Isolation literally kills you.
Yeah, hey, some people, they love the introversion. They love being isolated. They're self-motivated because of it. There's some things that you just need help from other people. There's some activities that you really just need somebody to push you so that you can overcome, the
Of course, like you
expected
need your
odds.
special strengths, and like introversion, that's what brings you your own inner strength. Like if you just rely on outer strength, like the cool kids do, you're just gonna end up being a loser. Like it's all superficial, like where you drink all day, drink all night, and end up
Dude,
drunk.
but I love drinking. That's
Like
all. That's all I do, man. What are you talking about? You're weird. Let's just like hang out and smoke weed and drink. What's wrong with you? Watch Netflix.
yo, come
Telling
on,
you,
like drinking, it's
come on.
fun, but like if that's the only thing they're doing, then it's not cool. Like it's something that you should be doing when you're young, though.
What? No, it's all I'm doing, and I don't plan on changing. Actually, I think I'll just kind of. I mean, actually, I plan on. I want to go. I want to be a millionaire. I want to get a pretty cool job, but
Well, if you want to be a millionaire, that can't be your end goal. Like it's gotta be something valuable, or some
what do you
spiritual meaning.
mean, man? What do you mean? Okay, guys, I'm just kidding. I'm being totally sarcastic. Okay, Tony, I hope you picked up on that. But
Like
uh,
I'm not sure if I did, but like I didn't get offended at all. I just went beep
I
beep beep.
wasn't trying to offend you. If I did, I wouldn't apologize for it, Tony. Um,
The
Hello.
sarcasm here. Yeah, like I know.
Okay, so where did we leave off last time? I know we had covered
We
a
were
lot of
about to
ground.
go into politics, and you were like, "Hey, you shouldn't go. You shouldn't even
Yeah,
think about politics or some sort of shit like that." But
dude, I freaking like. Okay, the dude that sleeps in that he consumes every single day is politics, and I respect that because he's going to become a politician, teacher, politician. Okay, he needs to know it, but there is a lot of stuff that he listens to that I would not advise. Anybody that's not going into politics, I wouldn't advise them to, check it out or consume it because a lot of it's like, whew, it's just chatter. It's just all this like most of it's negative too, man. It doesn't matter if it's actually going on. It doesn't matter if it's actually like current events. And you feel like you're compelled to keep up with it. Okay, you get absorbed with the negativity. All right.
absorb with the negativity, or like, if something occurs, like a tragic event in Quebec, like everyone gathers up, like it's the end of the world. Like they're much more like it's going on worse in Middle Eastern. Like people are dying there every single time. Yet like they mourn about 6 people who died in a Canadian mosque. Like there's been danger all over the place, like, with the Columbine, Virginia Tech, and all these mass attacks.
Right, Tony. Okay, so what you're gonna find is that because I was in like sophomore in high school, I was totally obsessed with current events. Okay, at the time it was Ukraine and it was ISIS.
Oh,
It was,
ISIS too.
yeah, no, listen. Before ISIS was mainstream, okay, I was like a hipster when it came to it. I'm not trying to sound snob or anything. That's just the way it was. I monitored, the activity going on in the Middle East because I wanted to pursue a career, doing things that uh, destroyed people that wanted to hurt others, okay, or mitigate their damage. I still am a way doing that, just in a different way. But anyways, you get totally absorbed with that whole world, okay? Because what's going on is a lot of beheading, a lot of lives destroyed, a lot of murders, a lot of tragedy, okay? Just tragedy
All
every
tragedy
single
there.
day, okay?
And like yeah, like one time like you even dressed punk and like you mentioned from one of your
Don't talk about that,
stereotypes
please.
you're still punk at heart, technically.
Okay. Yeah, kind of, but getting a little bit off topic here. So I was basically like, man, why is my entire generation so apathetic? Why is my classmates not caring about what's actually like affecting uh humanity? Okay, and I was just so distraught about it. I was like, I felt the negativity leaching. I knew I had to do something about it. I knew I had to go out and make a difference, but I couldn't right then and there because I was still in school. You know, I still had limited resources. And I hated being in that position. I hated being in the position where I couldn't help anybody because I didn't know enough. I didn't have any skills, and I didn't have any money.
The cash to do on your well, or last but not least, independence.
Right. The financial independence, the psychological independence. Because at that time, I was psychologically dependent on several things, not just like, well, when I say dependent, I just mean uh, I had bad habits. Okay, we all develop bad habits. Maybe not addictions, but most people that go through high school, you know, they have bad habits. Whether that was, you know, smoking weed or hanging around the wrong people. When I say the wrong
Oh
people,
shit.
I mean the people that you know care about you. You know, they act like they
Oh god, yeah.
like they hang out with you. You know, they have all this fun, but the activities that you're partaking in, it's not going to benefit you in becoming the strongest version of yourself. Okay, but people weren't thinking like that. They weren't thinking of how can I improve. They were thinking of how can I drown out my sorrows and get rid of this boredom that's going on inside of me. Okay, um, and that eventually sickened me too. Like I stopped looking at current events. Okay, I stopped following all these news, chilling out on 4chan. Okay, there's some weird stuff on 4chan. I like the alternative news. I like going to alternative sources, and it may not be the best platform. It really isn't, honestly, but it introduced me to several different, you know, new viewpoints, so I could like better understand uh, kind of the alternative conservatives. What they
Oh,
call?
oh,
They're
like
like
you're conservatives, but like you're more neo-conservative.
yeah, like those
Yeah,
yeah.
neo-conservative, or like being progressive and like how I don't know, like I'm not sure about this, but like before you try following popular media and then you're like realize at one point that if you're just gonna follow them, then you're gonna turn out to be a loser. But like yeah, like there's been a lot of studies about that.
Yeah, man. Um,
Yeah, there's actually
but
been a
hey,
lot of studies that cool kids turn out to be losers when they turn out become
oh
adults. Like
gosh,
in fact, like
you
they
keep
actually
dropping
have
that.
low.
Cool kids. What is a cool kid? I need you to define what a cool kid is. Okay.
Oh, cool kids.
It sounds very vague. Okay. But could you kind of
Oh yeah, of
define
course.
it?
Yeah, I get it. Yo, settle down there. All right, cool kids. Like you know the guys who are simply going around kissing people, going around kissing each other, fucking at a young age, drinking, just shoplifting at a really young age,
Oh,
as young as 13, and everyone's like, whoa, 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 they're so
so
cool. Like it's
degenerates.
yeah, exactly. It's so cool. And then like 2 years later, people stop hanging out with them. They're like, nah, they're just losers. Don't we're not gonna hang out with you anymore.
Yeah, yeah, bro. I mean, I done all those things that you just mentioned. Like I did all that and then some. But
Oh yeah, like I did some
you
in
know,
grade 9. Like
I
it felt
organized.
great to be popular for a moment, but then later on, the pressure just started hitting you, and then like people were like, "Yo, wanna beef? Wanna beef? Let's fight." You know, like he's jacked.
Oh, that happens. It happens for you in your area. Oh, I guess it does. Yeah, yeah, it does happen. I've seen a lot of cases you know, just fights breaking out over nothing, absolutely nothing.
Or like just over a girl. I know.
Actually, it's a lot of memories are coming back to me now. I kind of wish I suppressed these a little bit more, but yeah, they're coming back to me, and
Oh, like they're coming back to you, but like it's
a lot of
really strong for you as an SI user yourself.
right. We got like 5 people on this live stream. Is this on MBTI right now? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Okay, Tony. So I need you to, when you cover some points, you add some value. Okay. So what are you struggling with right now? What are you trying to overcome? Just one thing. Just make yourself vulnerable, please. What is going on in the comments section? Don't worry about that. Just think hard.
So I was actually eating chicken right now, a late night dinner, just after working out. But
Yeah, sorry.
all right, so what's going on in my life? Like,
I'm gonna go ahead and answer this comment. Oh, sorry. I was gonna quickly answer this comment. It says, "Would you punch a fascist?"
oh,
No, because you're basically.
that's just being prejudiced. Like fascists, like you're generalizing. Fascists, it's like, oh, they're bad. Let's go Falco and punch.
No, I wouldn't punch anybody. What? Okay, look. This
Yeah,
is so
like that's what
stupid.
it sounds
Why
like.
would people, it doesn't matter how hurtful somebody's words are. Okay, you don't need to like physically harm them, because that's a very that's coming from a place of reactive, like, oh, there's nothing I can do or say. I have no power or leverage or influence or form of effective communication. Like I have nothing else, so I have to physically like punch them. Okay,
Dude, there's an
now, of
outlet
course,
for that. Martial arts. Go box. Go in the boxing stadium with gloves. Or like if you're in a bar fight for fun, at least bring boxing gloves.
um, oh, Damon finally messaged me back. But yeah, if you're gonna win, you can't do it with violence. Okay. No, a one-on-one, like you have a disagreement with somebody, you know, you get in the ring, you know, you both get, you know, that's cool. You want to do a sword fight, that's cool. But if you're just gonna randomly like punch somebody just because, you know,
They're just drunk or like touching or like kicking or stuff, or just to feel powerful, then like yeah, that's just superficial. Like you're just gonna end up getting arrested, living in hell, and then like you're gonna experience your violence against you. Like living in prison, like I've read about it and like watched documentaries. It's worse than high school. Like people bully each other and the test
versus
guards.
middle school.
Oh,
Hey,
come
but
on! Like middle school it's a lot of fun in high school.
real quick, I'm gonna get to my main point. Okay, uh, if you're gonna, you basically lost all your power if you're gonna inflict, you know, harm on somebody, even though their belief system is violent and they literally want to like genocide people. Okay.
You gotta use persuasion and communication,
Again,
rather.
yes, you have to understand people. You have to understand how people take in information from the world around them and freaking use it. Okay, and use it. You understand what words trigger them to like what certain emotions are evoked. You got to really understand the science behind it. Okay, it actually takes like some intelligence. You don't just go and like punch somebody. No, fascism does not win. Okay, Bojo, I don't know how old you are, or okay, I guess it's not really relevant
Like you know,
age,
like
but it's
there's a
like,
lot of fascist parties existing, and I don't know, like and there's still a neo-Nazi party that's trying to bring that Nazism, but like Hitler, he didn't try to do a bad thing, but it looks
oh,
like
okay.
that.
Let's not talk about that, please. I'm sorry. This is I can't.
I don't know. I just like talking about a lot of
I'm
big
not trying to be
issues. Like I
disrespectful.
like big issues, and then I don't know. Like, you're just like talking about the basic principles.
Excuse me. I'm good. Cough attack.
Oh
I
yeah,
really like to laugh. I really like to laugh at fascism, at hard left, like liberalism, like really any sort of extremist type belief, because that's like not. I kind of feel bad for them because they're really embracing like their ego. They're really like being obsessed with um, the material world and not really trying to look, beyond it.
Wait, fascists are materialistic?
No, I'm not saying materialistic, dude. I'm saying like they don't think holistically about the
Oh,
consequences of their actions when it comes to there's a cause and effect relationship in the universe. Okay, some people call it karma. Okay, karma's like a boomerang that you throw and it comes back around and kicks you in the ass.
yes,
Okay,
karma does exist in the world, in this real world. Otherwise, like the degenerates would have actually won or like destroyed this world.
thank you for using degenerates, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and start a clan or a tribe called Degenerate Nation. Maybe a hashtag Degenerate Nation. I'm gonna post that right now. Hey, so I wanted to try to keep this under like 30 minutes. So let's right now we're about at like 15. So we'll go ahead and go to like 20, 25. Okay, real quick. Tell me these goals. We went off on fascism, we went off on all this other BS.
About hi Hitler. Oh shit! I should. Oh wait.
Have more baritone in your voice.
Oh, that's how I know you're a leader. All right, so my goal is like I just recently moved out of my place and like just recently got a sales job, like a promotional representative, and then for next year, and then like recently, like as I became more independent away from my parents, I'm thinking I'm having more workout goals, such as becoming a better boxer, like continue doing taekwondo and while still working out. And like I realized that if I just work out, it gets really boring, and I stopped doing it. So like I gotta have like various physical activities.
Yeah,
Like
dude, you
on
gotta
top
make it
of
a game.
that, hmm yeah, do that and like by next and like making like one another big goal here, like planning to start a business by next September, and it has to do with social service or like helping out someone, like especially with the troubled kids, because growing up I was somewhat troubled myself, and I'm really passionate on like helping people get out of that zone, like get out of the zone of doing drugs, alcohol just to de-stress or like panicking, like going down the loser route, actually
The
seeing
loser route. Yeah.
loser route and like actually seeing the real route in life. Like we mentioned earlier about
Yeah.
the cool kids. We want
Shit, can we
them.
call them something else, please? Can we call them degenerates? Can we just call them degenerates? Okay.
Dege- oh, like cool
Okay.
kids. Like maybe that's
So,
appropriate and appropriate when you use in the high school context. But
I guess it is. But
oh,
I
like
want
you
to
want to use
redefine cool
you
kids.
want to yeah, you want to use
Yes,
real labels.
I want to use hard words to describe the hard nature of what these people are doing. Okay, the real like with consequences and everything. I want to label it with the word that is backed with the definition that is
Yeah, I
gonna
know what you're
make them
saying here, but like
realize,
yeah, like
wow,
a
this
lot
is
of great
bullshit.
principles for life. Like you're saying, like you should look at it in another way, like don't be prejudiced. But my approach to life is taking different perspectives, like immersing myself, so that I could have opinions, or like that it helps me become more open minded about newer things. Like as if you're part of that culture. Like I still have some friends who are losers and like enjoy partying. Like of course, like I still keep myself away from them most of the time.
Yeah. Hey, again, it's not about keeping yourself away from them. It's about
Oh yeah.
putting things in your life to where you don't have enough time to deal with their bullshit.
Yeah. Like you mean, in other words, like occupying yourself with something else, actually something useful and productive.
Right. It doesn't
Like
necessarily have to like be the epitome of productivity, and you're just like, oh, it's not productive, so I can't do it. Okay, I've been in this trap before. I need to be productive. No, I can't do that. okay, your willpower is going to eventually break. Okay.
Reality, or like that,
it takes
that's more like
building willpower.
workaholism. That sounds like
Well,
you're
yeah,
being a.
you want to try to find things that are going to help you become a better person, but isn't detrimental to you at the same time.
They're a person,
You know
but
what I mean?
like
But it doesn't
it always
necessarily have to
involves
be.
you having a community involvement, like helping your society in one way. They like you got
Yes.
at least influence them, at least influence in the positive, inspire in a positive way, and that's how, like Blake mentioned before, that's how you become a leader.
Well, I mean, that's what I heard from somebody else.
Well, Blake said in a call earlier.
Go. You gonna say it or what?
Oh, like, that's what Blake said in a call earlier, and
Oh
then
yeah, sorry. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm. It's late. I'm very
yeah, it's
drained
even
on my
later
mental
here, and then
energy.
like yeah, I don't know. I'm getting energized now, considering I was lying on my bed for hours earlier after the job fair and eating some chicken at 1:30. Shouldn't do that ever.
What the heck is going on in the comment section?
Wait, what?
Your favorite? Okay, just a bunch of like. I was hoping to get some people from Europe, kind of in the chat,
Oh yeah.
but we just got a bunch
Wait,
of people staying
how
up
many
till 1
people are
a.m.
part of Slack that like didn't realize? Well, you went that far.
Man, we got a lot of people on Slack, dude, but not everybody's up.
I, a lot of people in Slack, like people all over, like even Chile, but didn't think there'd be people from Europe. I know a lot of them are Americans though.
Okay, so do we ever establish your goal? Okay.
Oh, roles all like
Did you learn something? Okay, Tony. All I'm doing is regurgitating information that I picked up within the past several months. Okay. So what you
like
gotta understand, you are the messenger. Okay. That's what keeps you humbled.
yeah.
You're not like you are a badass. You're like sharing with people, like you are a messenger. You have to communicate the message. Um, that's gonna
Like
find
you know,
mediocrity. Like,
especially during sex,
apathy.
or like you'd be like, "Yo, how's it going?" I was you being direct about it.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna hook you up with some resources that I got in my back pocket. Uh, get better at sales. I got a couple books on it. Got a couple courses. If anybody who's watching this right now is needing help getting better at like uh, sales or becoming a more empowered individual, having like that self motivation to get more stuff done, definitely talk to me. I mean, this isn't a pitch for my to just sit down and do a coaching session. If you want to do a coaching session, I'd recommend doing it with Damon because he has a lot better coaching style. But I'm relay information that I found. Okay, and maybe
Let's
teach
go
you,
round two.
maybe yell at you a little bit,
Oh yeah, you
depending
do
on if
that
you need to be
sometimes,
yelled at.
and like
If
sometimes,
I'm looking at you like that,
and like when you hear
um,
nonsense, you're like, "Hey, hey, like, do you, what are you saying? I don't even know what you're saying." Like, that's what you're like. Let's go.
let's go. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. You don't have to understand what I'm saying. Don't think about it. Just do it. Just do it now. Okay, this is like freaking motivation at 12:30, 1:30 Tony's time. But hey, that's good. You're supposed to get motivated. Sleep. It's actually science behind it.
Whoa.
Not like to
Oh,
where you're freaking like you can't sleep, but basically the type of motivation that provides you with hope that tomorrow is going to be an even better day than the last day. That's why I like to read or watch videos and like little biographies of people who have built billion-dollar companies, people who have overcome great adversity. Because I just had a day where I thought a bunch of rough things were happening, or I could have a great day. Okay, either way, if I'm reading a little bit about, you know, these people who have gone through great adversity, it inspires me to know that, you know, it is possible for a human to do great things, and it is possible to do great things tomorrow. And
Oh yeah.
you know,
Oh, one thing
just
that
little life
yeah,
hacks.
like one thing that really helps people is writing your goals next night, the night before, like your plans, and then like it's much easier to get up in the morning because you just get up and like I'm excited for this. It's a great event.
Yeah. And if writing your goals sound too lame, somebody who also has goals, I hope everybody has goals, and like text them. These are my goals for today, or reaffirm of what you want to do the next 90 days or within the next year. Okay, and you could do this every night, or you could do it, you know, every other week. If you have a spouse, you should definitely be doing this every night. If you have
Oh,
somebody that you like sleep with every single night, you should be a power couple, just motivating back and forth, just back massages, doing like acro yoga.
wait,
Just
do you actually do acro yogi?
no, I don't do acro yoga, but there's so many things that couples can do together to like really help them become the strongest version of themselves that they just don't do. I'm pretty sure like only 3% of couples actually do it.
Well, like
Okay.
third person combos, like like people try hard just to fit the convention or just impress others, that they actually lose track of the relationship, and that's where it becomes abusive really quickly.
Right.
Like like
It
the
becomes
immature teens,
oh,
they just be a couple and they're like she's a bitch, or like they're like you slut. So
oh yeah. Okay, so it becomes abusive whenever you stop focusing on ways to improve each other. Okay. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
at that point, yep.
I try to see it that
Im
way anyways. So it can remind me, like even when I'm in a relationship like with a friend, like non like when it's strictly platonic, I feel like I'm abusing them of valuable information if I'm not being of any service or any help. Okay, if I'm just simply taking and never seeking to build up, then I feel like that's abuse.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Like, I know it. I know. Like,
and
if you
abuse. I
just
mean
do
that's
things or
very
just for the sake of fun, like you just want to have fun and like no other goal, it's gonna die out, bam, in an instant. Like it's
mhm.
happened with partying, like going to parties, like drinking and like just listening to music all night, and like eventually you gotta find something new, or like let me see. Yeah, like once you stop working at something or just give up, that's that's where you that's where you start losing or just lose.
Right when you get distracted, whenever you're focused on the wrong things. When I say the wrong things, whenever you're focused on the things that are again help you prepare or move toward um, your life purpose or helping other people, basically. Because it doesn't matter what your life purpose is. Like if you haven't even found your life purpose yet, you just need to recognize that true fulfillment is going to come whenever you put other people uh, before yourself. Because by giving people everything they want, you can have anything you want. And I think Zig Ziglar said that, or Jim Rohn, who said that. It was a great quote. Um,
It might be a great.
and
It might sound like a great call. It's really noble that you're helping a society, but in some ways, people can take it the wrong
objection.
way and just simply be nice just to get what they want, and then like when they don't get it, they become disappointed and start crying. Like like
It's a
it's so
tick for
oh
tack type relationship. Okay, you do something nice for somebody. You know, you kind of just expect them to like um, they are obligated to do something nice back for you. You do something nice for them. It's like, you know, it's giving and receiving. Okay, giving and receiving. One person can't just be completely giving the entire time. Okay, a man who goes out into the world and creates a business empire, and he comes home, you know, he's giving all this wealth, all this notoriety to his family. And what is his family giving him in return? Groundedness, that love and affection. Okay, his wife is giving him, you know, again, back massages. His kids are giving him that emotional, are filling up that emotional hole that he's not getting whenever he's operating in, you know, the corporate world and whatnot. He is more fulfilled that way whenever he is both receiving and giving. You can't just go out and just get.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like
Feel perfectly fine with just
people
giving and have to
interpret
receive.
things in a wrong way all the time, and sometimes you just gotta let the uncertainty go
It's
and
like, yeah,
go with it, and like
yeah.
trust your
I don't know why
instincts.
I said get like 6 times. I meant give. Sorry, but you guys get the point. And we lost like 1 viewer, so that means we got to shut this baby down. Okay. I appreciate everybody getting on, and
Hey,
this
like there's one thing I want to share right now. Like things you said earlier. Like people gotta
go
understand that
ahead.
you're growing with each other, but then I don't know, like you gotta learn the society norms and then like have your own definitions of everything, and such as love, success, or what makes a good relationship. Like there could be different interpretations about it, such as sometimes people value fun, excitement. Yeah, most people humor, but like not as many people. Oh, like not as many people value intelligence, or like have a super analytical mind you want to listen to, because it's it's a lot drier and harder to grasp on than simply like superficial charm that psychopaths know how to do.
Oh yeah, well, people like what is easy to grasp onto.
Mhm.
Okay, that's just the
Yeah, like
reality of it. You can be intelligent, but if you can't effectively like uh, give that to others, then at all levels of, you know, intelligence, you got to be able to speak to somebody who you know, didn't even graduate high school. Well, sorry, that has a vocabulary of like a fifth grader. Okay, actually communicate your message to them just as well as you can with somebody who has like PhD.
yeah,
You
it's
got to
all
like
about
know
communication.
your audience, and that goes back to sales, man. It goes back to sales for you, Tony. Um, yeah, I got to get to sleep because, you know, I don't have class till 11 o'clock, but I like to wake up a little bit earlier. I believe in sleep. Guys, anybody's watching this right now and lives in America, you need to go to sleep too. Unless you're
I'm
doing
not
a live
certain
stream.
Cali. I'm not certain Cali or if Jet's watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, what time is
We're
there?
an
Oh wow,
entrepreneur
it's
out
only
there freaking
10:43.
grinding. I'm sorry, we talked at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Like we do that.
Okay.
Like it's like you're trying. It's like there's like some domination competition going on. Like you just want. We're just trying to just scream.
Right. Okay. And I'm starting to feel the raspiness in my throat build up. I'll probably lose my voice. But you know what? I kind of want to lose my voice. I want to not be able to talk because I found every time that I've lost my voice, which has been like twice, I've spoken a lot softer and people have actually leaned in to listen. People
Oh
listen a lot more whenever you speak softer, whenever you're quieter, especially whenever they're expecting you to yell at them. Isn't that interesting? Um,
oh
but you know,
yeah.
it's something that I can't really control. I like to be outspoken. I like to
Be
project,
outspoken, or like project, or like be more
project the
assertive,
voice,
maybe
like
aggressive at times. Like 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 there's this one stereotype about girls liking bad boys. Like that's
you
just a
look at
hoax. Like they just want to look for someone who wants to respect them, and then like from that, sometimes like act like a dick at first, act like a dick with a purpose, and you start to warm up and like have good intentions or like have real goals, people love that.
Yeah, man. Okay, so the reason why girls like in high school like bad boys or dicks is because they try to emulate somebody who has drive, has ambition. Because somebody who actually has legit drive and ambition is going to be outspoken, is going to not care what people think, is going to like, sorry.
They have ambition and like they
Bad
want to
boy is going to be a more
help each
toxic
other out.
version. The bad boy is going to be a more toxic version of what the girl is actually like, seeking. Okay, because whenever you have goals, whenever you have like just that burning, that greater desire, that greater vision of what you want your life to look like, pursuing that, then people are going to sense that. They're going to really feel your power and your presence. Okay, because you're not like going off into a bunch of other directions, and you're not like just wandering and just I guess I'll do this today. No, you are focused. You know what you want.
Yeah, like it's a bunch
And your
of
flag.
bull crap. Like when you're fighting with your girlfriend or friends in general, they're like, I promise I'll do this from now, or like I'll never ever do it. God, it's so annoying when people are like, I'll never do this again. I promise. And I just like to tell them, dude, that's unrealistic. Just reduce it. All right. Focus on improvement rather than perfecting.
Really good that you just said right there. I'm gonna write that down. Just don't focus on perfection when it comes to a bad habit, like just totally killing it. Just focus on reduction. Well, obviously, depending on what it is.
Reduction
right?
or growth. Growth, because if you focus on perfection, you're just trying to please someone, and you de-individualize yourself.
One, man.
Like,
That's what Enneagram one is. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, focus on you could really see the flaws in people's like, well, I wouldn't call them flaws. You can just really see how people's egos hold them back from greatness, and really use the Enneagram itself as a tool to find those egos, and recognize the ego within yourself.
Yeah, they're even called egos too.
Egos?
They're called egos for a reason.
Yeah. But by the way, if this is your first time watching this video and you actually made it this far and you haven't even looked at MBTV's other content, we have some content on Enneagram. Really good. It helps you.
Like there was a live show for Enneagrams earlier today.
Stuff.
Like,
yeah,
like it's a video right before this one.
I popped in.
Yeah, like in that video, you'll see if Blake wearing lipsticks.
Lipstick.
Dude, you're wearing lipsticks right now. Dude, it's so dark.
Chapstick, I swear. It just must be the camera. Right.
But still, you look like some old lady. Old lady disguised as a dude.
Again, it is the camera. And I'm like hunched over. That's how I naturally do whenever I'm at a computer. I'm just like, and I'm dying.
Dude, that'll kill you much quicker. Oh wait, like that's how you do pull-ups, and you're always like, hey!
Yeah, I mean, do pull-ups.
That's so critical.
Do pull-ups. All right, guys. I want to wish you guys a great night. Maintain your badassery. Okay.
Your badassery is actually your path to success, and like literally, like it's oxymoron. So if you have good intentions, and then like you could curse as much as you like.
Oh yeah.
And like say negative things, but then if you show through actions that you're actually succeeding or a great person, then they'll pay attention to that more than what you said before.
Right. Okay, yeah. So I'm about to do you see that right there? You see that? Okay, you see that? and I'm about to jump into it. Okay.
Wait. Oh wait.
Okay. Yeah. So probably
Yeah,
lose my voice.
like this is just me moving in last week, and then don't have any shelves yet, so it looks kind of messy still. Like bags and clothes all over the floor. Like in reality, like they're actually categorized together with like you know what?
Is that your little hole in the wall?
Oh, where? Oh no, oh, like a person, like a girl used to live here, so there's a funny facial figure. Like it must be
Okay.
a Chinese girl.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad you found a place to stay. Go to sleep. Wake up. Drink a bunch of water, and as soon as you wake up, by the way, try to do like 10 push-ups. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be a warm-up. It's not meant to be a exercise per se. It's just supposed to really prime you. Okay.
Oh,
Just like wake you up and keep you more grounded. Because when you wake up, you're like, oh shit, I got all this stuff to do. No, if you don't think about that and you focus on the physical first, you're like, bang, 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 do 10 push-ups, got a pull bar,
dude,
do
like
10 pull-ups, something like that.
yeah, I know we're going
Okay,
on,
it's
but
gonna keep
like
you grounded.
yeah, like
What?
I'm gonna finish after this, but like what I want to get a house where you have bed and could like as soon as you hear the alarm, you could just do a backflip across the room to turn it off like Matrix.
Oh yeah. You know, if I could customize my own home, the floor would be trampolines. Okay. It'd be really weird,
That
but
would be amazing though.
that's how
That'd
I
be
love it.
amazing, but you need 2 floors of house at least.
Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta
Well,
head
I
to
mean, I
bed
just
as
thought of that
well.
on the fly. What that's the actual thing. My entire house is like trampolines. Okay.
Fair
I
enough.
think I need sleep.
Yeah, me too. Got a
Maybe I don't need
chiropractor
sleep.
appointment
Maybe I need
tomorrow
to keep
morning.
pumping out these great. Maybe I need to keep pumping out these great ideas. Trampoline floor.
Next time, let's talk about politics and bigger issues.
Hey, if you want to do that, we can get Gregory on this live stream. Okay. And this is actually not going to be on MBTV. No politics is to be spoken on MBTV.
Oh,
Um,
whoops.
that's just not our niche. Um, something personal. I mean, I understand its value, but people want. It's where they try
Oh,
to
it's all
escape
about
from.
personal development and like not trying to
Yes.
be biased or anything. Oh, like that's oh, like I was wondering why the talks could get really dry sometimes. Like just trying to keep it one way. Oh,
Yeah,
one
dude,
way
you
life.
gotta yell. You gotta yell. You gotta whip with your words. You gotta pretend like your rhetoric is a okay. You wake people up with
All
it.
right, all right. God, wow, it's getting really late, and might as well brush my teeth now.
Yeah, can you do
Sayonara.
that? Can you do that again, please? Can you do that again? Just like perfect, perfect. Okay, great. Anyways, guys, that is a wrap. I appreciate everybody that stuck around. We actually got 9 viewers now. We got more viewers now than we did like 90% of the
You're
time.
just gonna
So
keep talking nonsense, so I'm leaving. Bye.
okay, yeah, see you. Okay, great. He is gone now. Wow. I've just had like a lot of things going on these past couple weeks. Trying to get involved with things that's going to help me get skin in the game. We're not the game being the business and entrepreneurship, and it's got my mind going at like a million miles an hour. After everybody knows that I went to everybody that follows MBTV knew I went to Damon's place over the weekend, or not the weekend, over the winter break, and he was actually no, Mike's down here. He was actually getting a little bit sick, and it was kind of demotivating for me because, you know, I felt like that I was gonna be able to get a lot of work done there, be really productive, and I'd have him to push me. It's kind of the case, but just not kind of what I expected. And but it did make me realize that you know, even the most workaholic type, you know, badass people, simple illness can just you know, drastically reduce their motivation and productivity level. And you know, that affects everybody around you. So try not to get sick. Moral of the story: try not to get sick. Try to be as healthy as possible, because people are relying on you. Whenever you reach for that cupcake, okay, you already had two cupcakes. You're on your third one. Think about that. Not the taste, but how you're not going to be fully capable of being at your best. Okay. Okay. Sorry, that was a bad example. Well, when I eat healthy food, okay, when I eat like spinach, when I eat chicken, or when I try to eat healthy, I don't like to eat it just for the taste. I try to think of like, what is the energy? What is the properties of what I'm eating? How is it going to help me reach my goals? How is it going to help me be a higher performer? Okay. And once you start like seeing it from that point of view, you start taking in like, oh yeah, Tony, now you're the viewer. Once you start seeing it from the not so much of as an indulgence or an enjoyment aspect, but can I actually get from this? What's the value? You start to explore other areas that and find little tools and tricks and tips that really help you just be more on point. Okay, I'm gonna give an example. Okay, we got like 9 people. Okay, great. Hold on. Okay. This is becoming like a freaking multi-purpose video, but I order supplements online after doing extensive research on them, of course, to figure out what can what can enhance my cognitive performance, what can increase my energy levels, and you know, what can like help me with my muscle recovery when I'm going to work out. That way, I'm not sore all the time. Okay, so I'm just gonna have 3 examples right here. We can do a totally separate videos on this, but this is just in the realm of like nootropics. Nootropics are basically like smart drugs, just stuff that, you know, doctors don't necessarily prescribe. You can get them online, but it's anything that like helps you get to that next level to peak performance. So what we got here is uridine. Uridine it helps with synapse connectivity, so that like you can fire faster when you're making like decisions, and a lot more easier and quicker. Helps with like memory. Building block for RNA. I heard RNA is pretty important. I don't know. It's kind of a big deal. We got L-theanine right here. L-theanine is actually one of the most, if you're going to get into it, okay, if you're going to get into nootropics, start using like smart drugs just to experiment. L-theanine, what it is, it's kind of derived from like green tea. Like monks up in like mountains of like Central Asia will drink their green tea, and it will have L-theanine in it. And it, you know, it's relaxation, focus, and stress relief. And when you combine this with caffeine, coffee, or this other tea over there, it'll give you like that caffeine, you know, that energy that comes from the caffeine, but like more focused. So much of a, I say this, a jittery effect. Yeah. And then you got coconut oil. This actually has coconut oil in it. This L-theanine has coconut oil in it. And for good reason, because coconut oil has MCTs. Okay, and they provide the body with like natural energy. Honestly, if you want like in the morning, I know there's this thing called bulletproof coffee. They put like butter and coffee and mix it up with MCT oil, and you drink that, and that's your breakfast, like with some toast or something. But it helps you lose weight. It helps you like get into the zone better. But I don't really do that. I just kind of just take a scoop of this and eat it. And the MCT oil, just go look it up. It's MCT. Um, Fats. It's a good fat. Uh, Good fats are important for and actual like losing weight because your body uh, burns it off really well. The good fats like avocados and not much going on in the chat. Okay. And I should have been wearing my glasses. I don't know where they went, but there's these glasses that are supposed to like filter blue light, and that's another like little life hack that you can implement in your life. And it just kind of it's supposed to filter out the blue light. That way you can don't mess up your melatonin after the sun goes down. After because like we're really supposed to go to sleep when the sun goes down, but since we're living in a digital age, we stay up all night, and this can really mess up our melatonin and our sleep cycles, prevent us from having restful sleep. Uh, so that actually helps with preventing the blue light rays from getting through my eyes. I have an app on my computer called Flux, and it actually assists me with, well, it kind of makes the screen, adds a tint to it, making it a little bit darker, a lot less harsh on the eyes. Yay for ketones. Yeah, man, ketones. That's another thing. Tim Ferriss, he actually wrote this book called wrote this book called Tools of Titans. Came out recently. You should be paying me for promoting this. But it's basically he's doing an interview with like a bunch of billionaires, icons, and world-class performers. And little things that they do throughout the day to make them, or throughout their life to make them better. Like whether it's a better educator, better motivator. You got Tony Robbins right here. Oh yeah, it talks about his morning priming right here. If you didn't know this, Tony Robbins does a cold water plunge. Jumps into a tank of cold water, wakes himself up. He does breathing exercises like, and then breath walking, which is like 4 short inhales through the nose, 4 short exhales through the mouth. Pretty cool stuff. Look up, I mean, it's a method to his madness. But I definitely encourage cold showers. It's probably one of the best things to do, especially if you're a male. It increases your sperm counts. It's good for your hair. And if you're a part of the, or if you've heard of the NoFap community, the NoFap movement, they're the anti-porn, anti-masturbation. Not really anti, just they don't. Yeah, actually anti, because they're trying to promote abstinence from that, because a lot of people in our culture have grown up or become addicted to watching sexually explicit things on the internet or TV, and it's really taking a toll on their lives. There's hours you're spending not engaging with others. There's all these side effects from it. Balances, you get a, I'm gonna just go ahead and be personal with you. I got a muscle imbalance on my leg. I think it was in part because a lot of masturbation when I was like 15, 16. Okay, just gonna be straight up with you. But cold showers are really good for that. Really helps you stay grounded. Stay grounded. It just means like you're more you're not searching for like that next stimulus. You know what I mean? It could probably also help with addiction, honestly. Like nicotine addiction. It just makes you feel like a Spartan warrior, especially in the wintertime when it's extra cold. But I'm probably gonna take one in the morning. It's also good for your skin. Unless you're like Islander and every part of your skin breaks out because you like I break out because I need a tan. I need like a very dark tan. Because genetically I'm supposed to be getting a lot more sunlight. And because I don't have that, my skin gets all dried up and breaks out. So you're just learning a lot about me today, aren't you? But you know, whatever it takes to bring value to you guys, that's what I'll do. And who knows, I might break up this video into smaller segments, but really appreciate you watching, and I will be doing this again sometime soon. So see you later.